He screamed my name in the last 10 seconds of the stream. Not help, not run, just my name, over and over, like saying it might pull him back, like it might save him. It didn't. I watched it happen live. So did thousands of others. Ethan always chased the dark. Abandoned hospitals, dead malls, tunnels beneath the city. If a place was off limits, crumbling, or rumored to be cursed, we were there. He filmed it, I carried gear. We weren't fearless, but we needed the fear, needed the thrill of going one step deeper than anyone else. We had rules. Always go together, never split, always keep moving. Then, Site 13 happened, and Ethan broke every one of them. He said he had to do this one alone, said something was calling him, said it felt different. He wasn't wrong. I thought it was just hype, some new ARG, a viral stunt, a way to spike our numbers. We'd done that kind of thing before. Teased fake lore, built stories around real places. The audience loved it. But this didn't feel like that. Not really. He'd been acting off for weeks. Quiet, distracted, drawing symbols in his notebook he couldn't explain. Watching old Cold War footage late at night, audio muted, just staring. Then the stream went up. Live tonight, Site 13. No backup, no plan B. And when I clicked, he was already inside. I still remember the way the air shifted when that bunker door opened, like the forest held its breath, like the whole world leaned in to listen. At first, it was just Ethan's flashlight slicing through the dark. Concrete walls, rusted doors, empty rooms. His voice, light, cocky, covering the tremble in his breath. Then the feed stuttered, the frame jumped, and something, whispered his name. Not Ethan's name, mine. It started subtle. Missed calls, messages left on read. He'd vanish for a day or two, show up wired and mumbling about patterns and resonance. I caught him once at the studio at 3 a.m., staring at 6 monitors playing the same grainy security footage on loop, nothing but static and shadows. I asked him what he was doing. He didn't even blink, just said, "I think it's learning." That was 2 weeks before the stream. The Ethan I knew was cocky, reckless, smart. He loved the game, pushing limits, playing with fear, calling out fake ghost hunters and making it all feel real. But after Site 13 showed up on his radar, something flipped. He stopped editing our videos, stopped posting, spent all day digging through old military records and Freedom of Information dumps. Our whiteboard turned into a spider web of names and locations, all leading back to one place. Site 13. Officially decommissioned in 1987, he said one night, eyes locked on the screen. But it never went dark. They just stopped talking about it. He showed me a map, heavily redacted, barely legible. Said it was a Cold War black site. Underground labs, human experimentation, something about auditory resonance and altered cognition. People who went in didn't just die, they stopped being people. I told him it sounded like creepypasta. He didn't laugh. The last time we talked, really talked, he was already packed. Backpack loaded, flashlight rigged to his chest harness, camera batteries lined up like ammunition. "You're not coming," he said. "It doesn't want you." He said that like it was a fact, like he was protecting me. I asked what it was. He didn't answer, just looked past me like I wasn't even there and whispered, "If I don't come back, don't come looking." Then he walked out. No goodbye, no nod, nothing. And just like that, the guy I'd known for 5 years was gone, replaced by someone chasing something the rest of us couldn't see. The stream went live at 12:03 a.m. No intro music, no overlay, just darkness and the sound of his boots crunching on gravel. The mic was clipped to his jacket. You could hear his breathing, steady but tight, like someone bracing for impact. Then his flashlight clicked on. The beam swept across dense trees, dead leaves, frost clinging to branches like skin. He was already deep in the woods. "Signal's weak," he muttered. "Might lag, but I'll keep it rolling." His voice was off, not scared, more like locked in, focused in a way that made me uneasy. He moved through the trees with purpose, like he already knew the way. No GPS, no map, just straight toward it. Then we saw it. A rusted steel door, half buried in the hill, like it had been shoved into the earth and forgotten. Vines curling around the hinges. A faint symbol spray-painted above the frame. A circle slashed through with jagged lines. Ethan wiped the grime off the handle with his sleeve, turned to the camera, and forced a smile. "If you're watching this," he said, "it means I made it inside." He pulled. The door groaned open. That's when the chat exploded. "What the F is that sound? Anyone else here breathing? Bro, turn back. This ain't worth it." The air changed. I don't know how to explain it. It was like even through the screen, I could feel something shift. The way wind dies right before a storm. The kind of silence that feels heavy, like it's waiting. Ethan stepped through. The camera adjusted to the dark. Concrete walls, stained and cracked. Fluorescent lights overhead, long dead. His boots echoed with each step. The place looked like a fallout shelter that had been sealed for decades. But the floor was clean. No debris, no dust. Like someone had been there, or still was. He kept talking, filling the space with his voice. "Looks bigger than I expected. Might be more levels below. Anyone in chat got coordinates on that old map from the wiki?" He turned a corner. The light passed over something in the center of the room. A metal chair, just sitting there, bolted to the floor. The chair looked out of place, too clean, no rust, no dust, just waiting. Ethan circled it with the camera, tried to play it off. "Guess the ghost needed a break," he said with a half laugh. "Nice setup." But I could hear it in his voice. He wasn't joking anymore. He was buying time, trying to stay in control. He reached out and tapped the back of the chair. Clink. Then something knocked back. 3 slow taps, hollow, deliberate. The camera jolted. Ethan spun around, flashlight swinging across empty space. "Okay," he said, breath catching. "Okay, that was probably just..." He didn't finish the sentence. Neither did the chat. It froze. No comments, no emoji spam. Just dead silence and a rising bitrate warning. Then static. Just for a second. When the video came back, the chair was facing the other way. Ethan hadn't touched it. The feed hadn't cut. It was just turned. He backed up a step, whispered, "Is someone here?" No answer, just the soft hum of the mic, and underneath it, something else. A hiss? A whisper? Layers of sound that didn't belong. Then the lights flickered, once, twice. The feed stuttered, the frame glitched. I could see Ethan, frozen mid-step, but his eyes were moving. Not the frame, just his eyes. Rolling, twitching, like something inside him was trying to claw its way out. And that's when the voice came through. Not his. Not human. Something layered, like static trying to speak. It didn't say his name. It said mine. Clear, cold, like it had always known it. I flinched like I'd been slapped. The stream flickered again. Ethan was moving now, stumbling backward, breathing hard. "Okay," he said, shaking the camera. "Nope, not funny, not messing around. Who's here?" Silence. Then, slowly, the chair dragged 2 inches toward him. That sound shot straight down my spine. It felt physical, like it came through the speakers and into the room with me. The stream dipped into full static. 5 seconds, maybe 10. Then it came back. Ethan was in a stairwell now, moving fast. His flashlight flailed across the walls, catching symbols, hand-carved, smeared in something dark. The stream was breaking apart. Chat was flying again. "Bro, what the F? Move! You're not alone! Get out! Get out! Get out!" He reached the door, tried the handle. Locked. He turned. The camera whipped back down the hall. And there, just for a frame, we saw it. A figure. wrong proportions, crooked posture, standing perfectly still at the end of the corridor. Ethan screamed, and then he screamed my name. Not once, not panicked, just over and over, like a chant, like a warning. The camera hit the floor, a glimpse of boots, a shadow moving fast, then black. And the last sound before the stream cut? A voice, not Ethan's, right next to the mic. It whispered. He opened the door. That was the last time anyone saw Ethan. At least, we thought. Because 2 weeks later, something new appeared on his channel. 2 weeks. That's how long the channel stayed dark. No clips, no updates, no archived video. Just gone. The Ethan Chase channel, 300,000 followers, erased like it never existed. Reddit was full of theories. ARG, marketing stunt, deepfake horror campaign. But something about the silence made it worse. Ethan never went off-grid. He craved the attention. Even the stunts had follow-ups. There was always a gotcha. Not this time. He was just gone. Until one night at 3:12 a.m., I woke up to my phone buzzing. Notifications. Dozens of them. His channel was back. And there was a new upload. No stream, no chat, just a single video, posted quietly without a thumbnail or caption. Title, If You're Watching This. I clicked it, hands shaking, mouth dry. My heart already knew. It opened on Ethan. I watched the video 100 times, slowed it down, boosted the audio, ran it through denoise filters, thermal overlays, frame-by-frame scrubbers. I knew it wasn't just a message. It was a puzzle, a warning, or worse, a lure. The first thing I noticed was the voice. It wasn't just delayed, it was layered. Ethan's tone sat on top, calm, steady, familiar. But beneath it was something else. Low, guttural, like static had grown vocal cords and learned how to mimic him. Then I caught the flicker. Frame 2117, 3 minutes in. The flashlight was out. His face was in shadow. But just for a split second, the kind of flash you'd miss if you blinked, something moved behind him. A shape. Not human, not even close. Long limbs, bent wrong, and eyes. Reflective, like wet glass. It didn't crawl into frame. It was already there. It just decided to show itself. And that last moment, when Ethan's head snapped toward the camera, his eyes weren't reacting to a sound. They were looking at me. I don't mean that metaphorically. His pupils shifted, tracked, aligned like a targeting system. Not to the lens, to the viewer, to whoever was watching. I tried to dismiss it, tell myself it was paranoia, trauma, my brain filling in blanks, until I paused the frame, zoomed in. His lips weren't just out of sync. They weren't his words at all. I matched the waveform against the original audio. The lips said something else entirely. They said, "He's watching back." I unplugged everything after that, ripped the monitor from the wall, disconnected the camera, wiped every hard drive clean, and dumped them in a storm drain. Doesn't matter. Some nights, the screen still turns on by itself. It's always black at first, just a faint hum, like feedback waiting to form a voice. And then I hear it. The click of Ethan's flashlight, the hiss of his breath. And underneath it, something lower, like a growl you don't hear with your ears. You feel it in your bones. I've moved 3 times since the stream. Different cities, different names, different router settings. I smashed my phone with a hammer last month when it pinged a notification from Ethan's channel. He's still posting, only sometimes. Middle of the night, no title, no context, just flashes of footage. Black and white hallway shots, scrambled audio, glimpses of him, or something that still wears his face. And here's the part that keeps me awake. Every new upload, the file length matches the exact time I spend looking at it. I don't even have to click, just see it. And suddenly, my clock is off by 5 minutes, or 10, or an hour I'll never get back. It didn't stop with the video. At first, I thought it was just trauma, nightmares, noise, stress. But then I started catching glimpses in my periphery, long shadows in short rooms, reflections that didn't match my movements, corners of my security footage that glitched for just a frame, showing a hallway that doesn't exist in my apartment. I turned my desk camera on one night just to test it. Didn't even stream, just hit record. At 3:17 a.m., the file cut itself. When I played it back, the timestamp was corrupted. And at the very end, just before it crashed, a voice came through. "Where's your flashlight?" I haven't recorded anything since. It's not just me anymore either. Other people from the original stream, the ones who clipped it, reposted it, analyzed the footage, they're starting to disappear. Accounts going dark, phones disconnected. One of the Reddit mods posted a thread saying he saw Ethan standing outside his window. He lived on the 10th floor. 2 days later, he was gone. No post history, no cached profile, like he was uninstalled. And still, people keep watching. There's this pull, like Site 13 doesn't want to be forgotten. Like whatever Ethan found down there didn't just take him, it's using him, wearing his voice, mimicking his face, broadcasting signals back to us, one frame at a time. And the thing is, I don't think it wants to stay in that bunker anymore. I think it's trying to get out, through us. Every view, every replay, every paused frame, boosted contrast, reversed audio, all of it, like keys turning in a lock. And when the door finally opens, I don't think it closes again. I don't sleep with the lights off anymore. The mirrors are covered, the laptop's taped shut. I've stopped saying Ethan's name out loud, because the last time I did, just once, whispered under my breath, the lights in my hallway shut off, one by one. Click, 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 like someone was walking toward me in the dark. And then I heard it again. If you're watching this, that voice, not his, but through him, like something speaking through a body it doesn't quite fit, trying to mimic the way he used to talk, like muscle memory stitched over rot. So yeah, you want to know what happened? He's still down there, or something wearing his skin is. And every time someone opens that footage, it spreads. This isn't a ghost story. It's not a stream you can shut off. It's a signal, a contagion. And now that you've seen it, now that you're here, you've already let it in. So here's the only advice I've got left. Don't rewatch, don't dig, don't chase the mystery, because he's still in there. And if you keep looking for him, he'll start looking for you.
Tell me, if you heard your name at the end of that stream, would you keep watching? The fire'll be lit again next time. Bring a blanket. Subscribe if you're staying. I've got another story waiting.